Hey YouTube, Alan back with another, I was going to say package and pickles video, but no. This is not going to be a package and pickles video. Perhaps it should have been, but this is going to be a rant video. Why am I going to rant? Well, in January, I ordered something, and I got it around this week. Well, just last week gone, I suppose you could say. So, 5 months. Quite the delay. So, what is it that I ordered? Well, this little guy will probably tell you what it is. It is the Skull Kid Majora's Mask figure. Of course, this came with the new Nintendo 3DS that was released, back in February. So I had ordered mine in January off Nintendo UK. And my God, did that lead to a world of problems. So instead of holding this guy, let's put him up there. You can watch over me with your slightly creepy mask. That's not scary at all. Anyway, back on track. So, we roll back to January. Nintendo announced the new Nintendo 3DS with Majora's Mask, with the cool 3DS bundle and whatnot. I was like, gotta have that. Big Zelda van. Can't wait to play Majora's Mask. So pre-ordered it as soon as it was available. Wanted to obviously get Mr. Skull Kid 2. Initially that wasn't a problem. But the next day I got an email from Nintendo saying, "Oh, we can't deliver that to you. You live in Ireland." And it's like, oh. But my address that I'm using is in Northern Ireland, which you do deliver to. Ah, well, you see, that's a parcel motel. And if you've seen my other videos where I've picked up collector's editions like Mario Kart 8, you'll see that I use parcel motel and never had a problem before. And to be honest, parcel motel is a good service. This is in no way going to be a knock against that, because they're great. They always will sort out your problems, or at least for me, they've been great. Oh, we can't deliver to there. It's one of those, essentially it's a P.O. box type of thing. I was like, so what's your problem? I'm paying for it. We just can't. You didn't have a problem before. In fact, I had 2 orders in process. One of them was half processed. A couple of items were sent to, a couple of items weren't. And they even said, oh well, we'll send out the remainder of that one item that isn't sent from your previous order, and that's it. You can't use that address anymore. So I was like, what? And no, I can't. If their terms have, I don't know if they changed or what, but you can't use that address. Now, to be honest, that's a bit rich. And you could say, well, it's meant to be for the UK, you're not in the UK. And I would say, fair point. But Nintendo UK is also responsible for Irish customer care and customer support. So given that they're basically dealing with the Republic of Ireland too, we should be probably included in the delivery options for the website anyway. I mean, I know this because I've had to contact them before in the past. I had my my Wii U gamepad charger cable. It got munched through. Ashley was hungry. Can't blame her. I did leave it on her bed with her bones. She probably mistook it. She ate it. I need another one. Phoned up customer service, and to be fair, on that occasion, it was fine. So I'm used to going to Nintendo UK because we don't have a Nintendo Ireland. And Nintendo UK is what supports the Irish Nintendo fan. So I was really taken aback by this. It was bad enough that I had to use something like Parcel Motel, but then to be kind of picky and a bit of an ass about it, I said, well, can I change my address? I know people that'll help me out. And sure enough, great guy in here on YouTube, well known, Pete Snestasic, he stepped up to the plate and really helped me out on this one. Hence why Mr. Skull Kid is sitting on my Zelda shelf. So I said, now I have a UK address. If you have a problem with the parcel motel, tough. I'm paying for the extra cost to ship it to Ireland. It's none of your business. I'm ordering one. I'm not trying to resell the frickin' things. So I get basically bumped back. I have to do a new put through as a new order. So I won't get it for the original launch. I gotta wait for the next shipment. Of course, when I wait for the next shipment, I realised my credit card had expired. And I knew this was going to happen, so I emailed and looked to have a change. No response. And that's another thing. The responses were generally very slow. Some of them took over a week to get back to me, which is completely unacceptable in my book when you're dealing with a problem. You can't be leaving your customers hanging like that. And in some cases, they didn't even answer my questions. Just bypassed it and kind of like a standard spiel, I suppose. I'm sorry, but if I ask you direct questions, I expect answers. I don't feel that when you're ordering something, especially remotely, you know, you're asking too much to get a few bloody answers, especially when you wait. So anyway, focus on it. Eventually, I did get my credit card details updated, but they had actually tried to process the thing before the details had been changed because they didn't reply in time. So I had to go through another wait process for the next batch. And finally, in the next batch, sorry, when I say the next batch, no. I get an email saying that, oh yeah, on the next one, you'll go out in the next one. So I said, okay, and it'll probably be another few weeks. So I waited it actually said another fortnight. So I waited another fortnight, nothing. Not an email, no problem charging, problem with delivery, no nothing. So, okay, well, it's still marked as sold out, so maybe it's still, I don't know, maybe they're waiting stock. I gave another 2 weeks, still nothing. So I emailed them again, and I said, you told me a fortnight, and that was over a month ago, what's the deal? So another few days later, actually this one they were kind of quicker on. They said, yeah, we're still waiting stock, you'll be shipped out as soon as we get the stock. The next day, magically, my order is sent. Oh, that was rather coincidence. I mean, it's so remarkable that this item that's sold out that they can't sell any more of because, you can't make these amiibos, you can't make these collector's items. They're just, so hard to produce. All of a sudden they can ship it the very next day. I find that quite remarkable. It's almost like they had forgotten about my order or couldn't be bothered. So, eventually, I guess, or when I say eventually, I mean, I was going to say eventually I got it, but no. I guess, almost then straight away, you have to be at your house, which of course was Pete's house, the next day, between, a certain hour to collect this, or you have to make alternative arrangements. And I was like, Jesus, that's fairly lively after nothing for months, especially given that if it was my circumstance and it was delivered to my address, I would be kind of going, whoa, hang on, you giving me less than a day's notice. Thank God there was some forms of alternative options available. That would have been a little too soon. You can't just spring that on people. But luckily, Pete was actually available, and as I said, he really came through for me on this one. I definitely owe you one, Pete, because if it was anything other than that, I would have just said, nah, whatever. This is just bullshit. I don't know what they're playing at. It's like, there's something, I want to buy it. I'm both a collector and a lifelong, kind of Zelda and Nintendo fan. It's a great passion of mine. That's what I want. Oh, and just as an aside, you gotta love the sexy UK packaging. Ooh. In America, of course, when you got that figure with the game, you got the see-through box and whatnot. But we got the nice, unboxing. Oh yeah. I'm sure all the Americans are so jealous. But yeah. So that's my kind of gripe. I mean, I've no problem with customer service taking a little time, but I expect it to be treated properly. And on top of that, if you're going to be dealing with service for Ireland, deal with it properly and actually don't make it be a red-headed stepchild. You have customers here too. And while I'm on the kind of red-headed stepchild thing about Ireland, Nintendo UK, you give out exclusivity deals to game, and that means the game cannot, or that edition of a game cannot be purchased in Ireland. That is bullshit. When you sign an agreement that is game, that exclusivity should not cover Ireland because they have no retail presence in this country anymore. I know that for a fact because I tried to get Hyrule Warriors Limited Edition, my local retailer. I had store credit. I said, you know what, I may as well get him to order it in. He's a great guy. He had no problem doing that. And he said, I'm not the only person who's done this, who's gone into him and said, hey, can I get X and Y? I think it was Amiibos as well. Couldn't get them. Some of them were Game UK exclusive. Couldn't get them in Ireland. So you had to go to a game website. Luckily, they're not so backwards as Nintendo UK, and that they will actually ship here. That's, you know, crazy technology, you know, postal services and internet. Woo! They even have internet on computers nowadays. Woo! But anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic. My general gripe is, Nintendo UK, stop treating Ireland like some sort of forgotten cornerstone. Either support it properly, or separate it and do its own thing. You know, if you're going to give it exclusivity, if you're not going to have the shops, you know, deal with it, then you have to create a Nintendo.ie and actually have its own separate thing. When you have partial stuff handled by the UK, but then Irish people are cut out from this, it's like, whoa, you're kind of sending a mixed message there, you know, and it's not good. It doesn't represent Nintendo as a whole well, because I understand that Nintendo UK, they're only a cog, if you will, in the overall Nintendo machine. When I play a game, and currently I'm playing, I've been playing plenty of stuff in the way. I've been playing Mario Kart 8, the DLC. Great, great games. I really, really enjoy the games. That does not stop because Nintendo UK or whatever kind of support area has annoyed me. But it certainly diminishes the chance that I will be inclined to go and purchase more of those games. And if you look at my Nintendo UK account, it's been there for the better part of 15 years. It's been there since the GameCube days when it was 24/7 and you actually got points for logging in, you know, and they had a forum and whatnot. So maybe I'm not the most active member. Maybe I haven't registered constantly, but I've registered a lot over the years, and it just annoys me. God, it annoys me so much. So much that I've actually kind of rambled on different topics. But anyway, must do better. That's really the message. You're kind of damaging these great products just by not delivering them the way you should. And while I'm saying this from an Irish perspective, I actually have a feeling that there's other people, both around Europe and probably in America, where they've kind of had Club Nintendo issues and things like that, that have been kind of feeling the same, and ultimately feel that Nintendo hasn't been really given back to the customers that have made them this massive brand and whatnot. Now, that's another topic for another day. I'm glad I got that off my chest. One last time I want to say thanks to Pete Snestasic for helping me sort this mess out. Hope you liked the video. It would always be great if you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to, you know, thumb up the video or comment. Actually, comments would be great in this one because, you know, it's nice to hear when you've had a bit of aggro. And yeah, you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter, Irish Nerd Life as well. You'll find it there. And sometimes I post other things. And you know, we'll see you again with another video soon. Bye for now.